Governments spent decades building a legal trap designed to catch tax avoidance. It still doesn't work. The General Anti-Avoidance Rule emerged in the 1980 as a systemic response to a predictable problem. Loopholes multiply faster than legislatures can close them. Australia introduced GAAR first, followed by the UK, Canada, and others. Each jurisdiction watched the same pattern unfold. Wealthy entities exploited technical gaps in tax code, courts ruled in their favor on narrow grounds, and tax revenue vanished. GAAR was designed as a catch-all. If your transaction has no genuine business purpose and exists primarily to avoid tax, it's void. Elegant in theory. But why did every major jurisdiction eventually adopt the same tool? Because the problem they faced was systemic, not accidental. Tax avoidance schemes don't emerge from individual error, they emerge from the structure itself. When law creates boundaries, sophisticated advisors immediately test them. The feedback loop is mechanical. Gap appears, tax planner exploits it, government closes it, planner finds the next gap. GAAR was meant to interrupt this loop by shifting the burden of proof, instead of closing individual loopholes. Regulators could challenge the entire transaction's legitimacy, but courts interpreted GAAR narrowly. What counts as genuine business purpose? That ambiguity became the second loophole. In Canada, courts ruled that a transaction could have mixed purposes, part tax avoidance, part legitimate business, and still survive GAAR scrutiny. In the UK, the bar remained high. The revenue had to prove not just that tax was avoided, but that it was the primary purpose. Australia's version gave courts more discretion, but even there, multinational structures with layered legitimate elements slipped through. The pattern repeated across jurisdictions. GAAR worked occasionally against unsophisticated schemes, against well-advised structures. It became another expense in the compliance budget. The structural reason is this: GAAR assumes intent can be separated from structure. But modern tax planning doesn't work that way. A multinational's subsidiary structure isn't primarily designed to avoid tax. It's designed to operate internationally while minimizing tax as one outcome among many . The transaction has real economic substance. It moves goods, creates employment, generates revenue. The tax benefit is embedded, not bolted on. Courts struggle to untangle intent from inevitability. How do you prove that a legitimate business structure is actually illegitimate? Some jurisdictions learned from this. The OECD's Base Erosion and Profit Shifting Initiative, starting around 2013, moved beyond GAAR toward substance over form rules and country-by-country reporting. Rather than challenging intent, they changed the rules themselves. Profit must be reported where real economic activity occurs. But here's where the feedback loop reasserts itself. Advisors adapted. Transfer pricing documentation became more sophisticated. Substance requirements were met. Real offices opened. Real staff hired, but structured to minimize tax legally. The effectiveness question has a precise answer. GAAR stops unsophisticated avoidance and creates friction costs that deter some marginal schemes. Against elite-level planning, it fails reliably. This isn't a flaw in the rule itself. It's a flaw in the assumption that rules can outrun incentives. As long as the tax differential between jurisdictions exists, and it will, the pressure to exploit it remains. GAAR redistributes who can exploit it, toward those who can afford sophisticated counsel. In that sense, it works exactly as the system designed it to. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to see how each loophole closes and what opens next. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.